We start in the main entrance to the Battle of Magenta Museum on the first floor of Jacobi House. Here, busts of Victor Emmanuel II, King of Piedmont, Napoleon III, Emperor of France, and Franz Joseph, Austro-Hungarian Emperor, greet us from the floor above the entrance to the museum. The busts were donated by the Curia to the municipality of Magenta after a failed attempt by the famous Magentan priest Don Tragella to put them in the San Martino Basilica, which had been built in 1904 for two purposes: to meet the needs of an increasing population and to honor those who died in battle, since events of 1859 were still so deeply felt by all the Magentans. The work was consecrated on 24th of October 1903 by Cardinal Ferrari, who nevertheless banned the remains of those who died from being taken to the church, and in doing so reneged on one of the reasons behind the original idea for the project. Paintings by Girolamo Induno and Giovanni Fattori. The reproductions of paintings The Attack on the Railway Station and The Italian Camp at the Battle of Magenta by Girolamo Induno and Giovanni Fattori, two important painters from the Unification era, tell the story of the Battle of Magenta, which was one of the most important steps towards Italian independence from Austria and towards the unification of the peninsula. Fattori's painting, the original of which hangs in the Gallery of Modern Art in Florence, depicts the end of the battle. The painting features cavalrymen, foot soldiers, lifeless bodies and injured soldiers being attended to by nurses. This scene illustrates for the first time the medical response by the Red Cross on the battlefield. Induno's original painting is kept at the Unification Museum of Milan. The painter was present at many of the battles at the time, as was often the case for painters in those days. He used intense colours to depict men fighting, lifeless bodies on the ground, the wreckage of houses and distant smoke, as well as houses that are still standing. In the centre he painted the Austrians with their white tunics as they launched their last desperate attacks against the Franco-Piedmontese, who are lined up along the sides of the painting. The scene takes place on the edges of the city of Magenta, close to the railway station where the main clashes of the battle did indeed take place. The House of Savoy flag, green, white and red, with the Savoy coat of arms in the centre. The Austrian flag, dominated by the House of Habsburg eagle, which is still present on the municipality of Magenta's standard. The imperial French flag, with golden bees on the three blue, white and red colours of the flag, and the emperor's coat of arms, which declared the presence of the emperor in the field.